Hi, it's Steve from PartSelect. Today we're going to show you how to change the pump motor with impeller on your dishwasher. It's a really easy job. All you're going to need is a 1/4" nut driver and a 3/8 nut driver. Let me show you how we do it. Now to do this repair, we will need to disconnect the power to the dishwasher, so locate the fuse panel or the breaker panel and disconnect the power at that point. Now the pump motor assembly on this dishwasher will come up through from the inside of the tub, but it is quite a difficult procedure. So we recommend that you actually pull the dishwasher out of the cabinet and do the repair that way. So you will need to remove the 2 1/4" hex head screws that secure the access panel to the bottom. Once we remove that, we can disconnect the inlet water supply once you've turned it off. We can also disconnect the power connection to the dishwasher and as well the drain hose connection. And we will need to collect that drain water that is laying in that pipe, so have some towels or a container handy to catch the excess water. Once we've disconnected all of the supplies, we can pull the dishwasher out of the cabinet and then we can gain access to the pump motor. Now with the dishwasher laid on its side, we now have access to the pump and impeller assembly. Now to remove that, in behind this shield is a 3/8 bolt. We'll remove that 3/8 bolt. And the shield will come out with that. So we'll set those aside because we will be reusing them. Now we can turn the motor about 1/8 of a turn counterclockwise from the back here. And then we'll carefully wiggle that out of its housing. And the rubber gasket may cause some friction in pulling that out. Then we can set that whole assembly aside as we remove the wire harness. There's a couple of locking tabs on that harness. We'll just pull that off and we'll discard the old motor. Now while we have that pump out, we can clean up this area inside with the chopper blade and the screen mesh. We'll clean all that up and then we'll reinstall that. And it just sits in place. Now before we install the new motor, you'll notice that there is an arrow on the base of the impeller. And we need to line that up, a little notch shown on the motor housing. So we'll rotate that until it lines up, because we will need to engage this slot with the tab on the inside of that housing. So when we put it in its vertical position, that will slide directly over that. Just push it fully into the housing. Once it bottoms out, then we'll rotate the motor clockwise, and that will lock the motor housing to the pump housing. That still gives us enough room to reinstall our wire harness. Make sure the locking tabs engage. And we'll take the shield with the 3/8 bolt, slide that in over the top of the motor, and reinstall that bolt. Make sure that bolt is nice and snug. And now we're ready to stand the dishwasher up, reconnect the drain, the inlet water supply, and our power supply, and our repair will be complete. I told you it was an easy job. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your repair.